bass was so loud, you felt it in your ribs. Neon washes across the bar in shifting colors, blue to hot pink to red and back to blue again. Strobes cutting across the crowd, bodies moving, slow, sticky tides on the dance floor, raised voices and smelling, fighting, and it could be heard over the music. It stinks like sweat and perfume under the alcohol and something electric, buzzing under your skin. You're leaning against the bar, straw between your teeth when a guy approaches you. You clock him as pretty harmless, at first glance at least, wide-toothed and a little bit too eager. He shouts something over the music and you tilt your head, only catching the last part. Buy you another drink. You give him a polite smile. I'm good, thanks. He doesn't move. Come on, let me. You look like you could use something stronger. He's standing where Vox should be. You glance over his shoulder, sweeping the VIP balcony. You know exactly where Vox is, well, supposed to be. Upstairs at his table, well, quote, unquote his. With a perfect view of the club he practically lives in. Except tonight, well, when you looked there earlier, he wasn't there. Business call, he said, lips brushing your ear before he slipped away. Not long. Be good for me. You rolled your eyes at the last part, but your heart had flipped anyway. I'm really fine, you tell the stranger a little firmer. He leans in, voice dropping like he was offering you a secret. Your boyfriend isn't gonna spring out of nowhere. Relax. Your skin prickles. There's a particular shift in the air you've learned to recognize. A density like static building up right before a storm. You can feel it now. Something was creeping up on the back of your neck, and you felt it before you heard it. Wanna bet? Vox's tone is calm, way too calm. You don't even have to turn to picture him. Tall, broad shoulders, black button-down rolled at the forearms, expensive watch catching the light as he steps in, dark hair pushed back in a deliberately messy style. That took him at least 10 minutes, jaw shadowed, eyes lit up with neon and something much cooler. The guy laughs uncertainly, glancing back. Whoa, man, I didn't see you there. Obviously. Fox smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. He plants a hand on the bar, effectively caging you between his body and the counter, without even looking like he's trying. That's sort of a problem. You can feel the tension coiling in him, a tightness under his skin. His hand finds your hips, fingers spreading over the fabric of your dress like he's stalking around. We were just talking, the guy says, narrowing his hands a little. I didn't know she was taken, dude. Fox's grip on your hip tightens just enough to make you inhale. You do now, he says, so you can walk away. Real easy. The guy opens his mouth like he's gonna argue, then seems to think better of it and lifts his hands in surrender, backing up into the crowd. Sure, man. My bad. Fox watches him go. He doesn't quite believe it, but when the guy fully disappears into the tide of people, he turns his attention back to you. The possessiveness in his eyes is almost a physical touch. You okay? He asks, voice lower, meant only for you. Yeah, he was just being annoying. Fox's jaw flexes. He touched her arm. You blink. You saw that from across the club. Baby, I see everything in here. He leans closer, crowd pressing at the back while his chest brushes yours, caging you in deliciously. Especially when it involves you. You swallow. I can handle some dude hitting on me, you know. I know you can, he says immediately, his thumb strokes a slow line into your hip. That's not the point. Then what is? His eyes flicker down to your lips and back up to look. He looks hungry. The point is, he looked at you like you were free. Your breath stutters. I am free. He hefts a laugh, leaning until his mouth is right against your ear, his words vibrating against your skin. You know what I mean. He curls low in your stomach. You don't own me, Vox. You murmur, more out of habit than anything else. You're not sure if you're reminding him or yourself. His hand slides around your hip to the small of your back, pulling you closer. There's barely a silver space left between you. No, he agrees, but you're mine anyway. The way he says it like a promise, not a demand. It's a fact, voiced like a promise. Your fingers curl in his shirt, knuckles brushing against the metal beneath. You're being intense, you say, though you're not exactly pulling away. Watching someone else try to put their hands on you tends to have that effect. His eyes are on yours again, steady and unnervingly sincere. You walk in here with me, and you leave here with me. I don't like people getting confused about that. You arch your brow. Is that for their sake or yours? Both, he says without hesitation. You can't help it, you laugh, and it breaks some sort of electrical tension you guys had going on. But not all of it. The music shifts to a deeper, slower beat that thumbs in your bones. The lights dim a fraction. He steadies you for a moment, thumb drawing idle circles at the base of your spine. You didn't look uncomfortable, he admits. You just looked concerned. I was working on it, you protest. I know what it looks like when you want out and you were just being polite and he wasn't hearing you. You hate the way he makes you feel so seen in a terrifying way. So what? You tease lightly. You swoop in like some jealous superhero. Jealous, yes, he says. Superhero, absolutely not. I'd make a terrible role model. You snort and he smiles for real. Dance with me, he says suddenly. You blink. Oh, here? Right now? No, in the parking lot, he deadpans, then rolls his eyes when you spot his shoulder. Yes, here, right now. You hate dancing. I hate other people touching with you, mine more. His hand leaves your back only to lace his fingers with yours, tugging you gently. Come on, let's go.